Welcome to Metal GodsTV
with Brad from Massive.
How you going?
How you doing? You playing? Is it today you play?
No, I'm playing tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Got here early.
So you're here for the all 3 days just rocking out?
Yeah, well, the rest of my band is still in London hanging out, and I'm at a festival. I'm going to go watch some bands and enjoy myself. So I thought I'd come down early and just take it all in. Why not? Yeah.
Who is it you looking forward to seeing yourself?
Am I looking forward to seeing myself, or
No, which band are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm looking forward to seeing Massive. They're a real good band. Well, there's heaps of it. I want to see the drop. I'm going to see the treatment today, and I saw Last in Line last night. And, Ugly Kid Joe. We've kind of ran into Ugly Kid Joe on our tour. We just did every night. We would be in the same town.
Yeah.
It's just constant. Just keep running into these guys. So I'm looking forward to seeing them. And there's 5 Aussie bands on this festival this weekend. So as much as I've seen all those bands, I want to go see them at a festival. So, if you get a chance, check out Cherry Grind tomorrow. One of my favourite bands. Tequila Mockingbird, Black Aces, whatever. Just everyone. Just go out and watch music. Why not?
I know Australia's quite a hard place to tour because of the vast distances. So I suppose when you come here, you can hit a lot more venues, can you?
That's why we're here, and our plan is to stay. And we've toured Australia so much, and you really can only tour the East Coast. It's Melbourne, Sydney, Queensland, and the towns in between. And before we came, we just did 40 dates up the East Coast, and it's just so depressing. I could drive Melbourne to Sydney 8 hours with my eyes closed. I've done that freeway so many times, and so we had to come here, and we have to be here because what you said, 2 hours up the road's another city, and if you want to be a full-time musician, you can't stay in Australia. So here we are.
That's it, and you can, like I say, you can cram more dates together because you could be, like you say, travelling 4 or 5 hours. You probably only get one a week or something like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, in Australia, we would never do 7 days in a row.
No.
You just no band does, So we would usually do 4 shows and then 3 days off. 4 shows, 3 days off, kind of thing. And we've done all right. We've been successful doing that. But if you really want to take on the world, you've got to be touring, 6 nights a week when you do these sorts of tours, and that's why Europe and UK is just perfect for that because we feel like we're in the middle of nowhere. Only 2 hours from Manchester. Yeah. It's such a small world, full of people. There's no people in Australia either. There's 20 million people in a continent the size of the whole of Europe.
Yeah.
So we like playing to people, and we like rock and roll fans, and this country seems to be full of them. So
yeah, but everybody moans about a 2-hour drive down here. That's the trouble.
It's crazy. I've met so many people who live in London who've never been to Nottingham.
No.
And that's up the road. I've been to every city in Australia, and everyone in Australia does that. It's not that big of a deal to drive 8 hours. And here, we'll be playing in Leeds, and people in Doncaster or next year will go, "Oh, come on, we're coming to my town." It's like, really? We're travelling 20,000 miles to play up the road from you. What are you doing? But yeah, it's a different world, different culture. People don't travel here, which is probably why you all have different accents. So
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
And inbreeding, mate.
you said it. I didn't.
And do you see you get a decent following in the UK now, aren't you? Sort of gathering momentum.
We're picking up speed. It's good. It's we just did our first ever headline tour. So and they weren't stadiums, but they were busy. There was people, and we were kind of pleasantly surprised that everywhere we went, people were there wearing our shirts and singing our songs. And it's a bloody loud interview, isn't it? All right, you had your 15 minutes of fame, boys. Cutting in on my bloody interview over here, boys. What's going on? Yeah, no, it's been great. We didn't know what to expect when we came here again. It's been 2 years since we played in the UK, so we didn't know what to expect, and people were there. People enjoyed it. So here's to rock and roll.
Nice one. I think you played here before as well, haven't you?
Did it 2 years ago, yeah, which was a highlight for me, man. It was so much fun. Just it's such a family here. Everyone knows everybody, and everyone just gets along. And I walked in, and I haven't seen some of these people for 2 years, and I walked in and spoke to them like it was yesterday. So it's kind of that vibe of big rock and roll family. I love it.
That's how it is. I mean, this festival sells out without even announcing a band.
Yeah, how crazy is that? In Australia, we can't sell out a festival even with the bands announced. It's such a different world. And yeah, it's great that you have it. It's really cool to be here. Loving it.
Nice one. And finally, have you got a message for the people watching out there?
Buy all our merch. Support rock and roll. There's bands like us and the Las Vegas, obviously, who are playing music, and go out and watch some bands, because we do it because we love it, but we think you love it too. So
If these guys can travel from Australia, you can travel from Manchester, Nottingham, wherever,
Yeah.
down to Wales to a festival.
come on, get down here. Let's have a party. Rock and roll.
Nice one, man.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
May God have mercy on your soul.